Plastic Profiles, then and now. I am Agent Chuckles, and with me, as always,
Steve, the writing dad. What's going on?
Steve, the writing dad. And so we're here for another episode of Plastic Profiles. What we do on Plastic Profiles is we take a classic G.I. Joe character, we painstakingly review their file card. Then we take that classic G.I. Joe figure or Cobra figure and look at their modern interpretation from the G.I. Joe classified line, and we determine which of those two figures is more accurately depicted by that file card.
That's right. We'll make sure information is correct.
That's right.
All right. And we have to some uniformity.
It's almost like a who wore it best, but who made it best? Who is more accurate?
I like that. That's pretty good.
It's not a comparison of which toy is better, because a lot of these toys, as we're going to see here in a bit, don't quite match what they should as far as this region.
Yeah.
But, you know, the posability and everything these days is way better. But it's not about that. It's about which toy looks more like the character depicted in the file card.
That's been described. Yeah.
So we're going to do that. And then once we decide that, we're going to do what we like to call casting call. The kids are going wild for it these days.
It's all the rage.
It's all I hear about. Dad, when are you going to do the It's blown up so bad my Wi-Fi is messed up. That's how bad it's blown up.
Your whole you stop.
It's crashing. It's crashing the network.
That's everybody calling in.
It's because they won't stop.
No, that's right.
Anyways, so we're gonna do that casting call where Steven, the writing dad, and I pick an actor or actress. There's no rules, except the one rule is the actor or actress has to be from the same general region, state, country as the character they're portraying. But also we found a way to break that rule
several times. Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter. But we're going to stick hard and fast to it.
We're a bunch of rascals. We're rebels here.
You never know.
We take the rules and just.
You think it's coming from here, but then this one gets you. Clever girl. So anyways, Plastic Profiles. We're going to start with the star of today's show, a little character I like to call Scarlett. So, yeah, Scarlett. So awesome. We're going to look at... Now, there's a little controversy. You folks at home might be saying, but Agent Chuckles, that's not really an interpretation of that Scarlett. That's an interpretation from the G.I. Joe video game Blackout. And I would say, sure. But it's the only Scarlett we have right now. So that's what's happening. This is happening.
It's
going to be a good show. We're going to learn about Scarlett. We're going to learn about her training. She is a fascinating character. It's not about the leotards with Scarlett.
Yeah.
It's about the training and what she's been through. Yeah. And so let's learn some of that.
Deep character development.
It's there. It's in the file card. Then here is that file card. So Scarlett, 1982 Scarlett file card, counterintelligence, code name Scarlett, file name O'Hara, Shanna, Scarlett O'Hara. Do we get that? Okay. Primary military specialty, intelligence. Secondary military specialty is classified. Birthplace, Atlanta, Georgia. Grade E5. She is a sergeant. Scarlett's father and three brothers were martial arts instructors. She began her training at age 9 and was awarded her first black belt at age 15.
Well, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Graduated advanced infantry training and ranger school. She's had special education, covert ops school, which we kind of talked about with rock and roll. We'll come around to that. Marine sniper school, special air service school, Marine Taekwondo Symposium. She's a qualified expert in the M14, M16, M1911A1, M79, M3A1, M700 Remington sniper rifle, MAC-10, the XK-1 power crossbow, throwing star, the garrote, a K-bar. She is deadly.
Yeah, that's a lot. If anybody realizes, that's more than any other character that we've done so far.
There's so much in here, and we're going to take it apart piece by piece and get to the nuts and bolts of Miss Scarlett O'Hara. Scarlett is confident and resilient. It's remarkable that a person so deadly can still retain a sense of humor. She's beautiful. She's funny, and she can kill you with a garrote.
Yeah.
She is everything.
That's why she has a sense of humor, because she knows,
yeah,
you step wrong,
yeah,
I can destroy you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So of course you can find anything humorous at that point.
That's right.
I'm amongst mortals.
Let's say I'm at the club. Hey, girl. She's already kicked me in the face at this point. I'm already on the floor.
3 times.
No, I would have gotten a few sentences in with Baroness, but Scarlett, no, she doesn't suffer fools. She's not having it.
Right there.
No, I can take that back to the manufacturer because the warranty's expired on that. That's a little long for a catchphrase, but maybe one day. All right, so next. So here's the one thing I've noticed when looking at Scarlett's character package. Do you see it? Is it just me?
Oh, I could see.
This is 1982 this came out, so probably 81. This is prime aliens time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did my little horrible photoshopping on the right, but like that's her, right?
That is her. I can see that. Yeah,
like right. The shape of her face. You know, maybe not exactly the eyebrows, but all right. So just to be clear, this is not a spoiler for my casting call.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. This doesn't. You still want to stay tuned to the end. This is not the actress I chose to play Scarlett in a film. Well, so the next slide.
I can't unsee it now.
Right. So let's learn a little bit about Miss Scarlett's military training. So intelligence. She's an intelligence officer, and intelligence specialists play a key role in ensuring that military operations are planned using the most accurate current information about enemy forces and capabilities. We talked a little bit about this with Baroness, but so I don't go into it too deep. Actually, I take a little bit different path here with Scarlett. Okay. They oversee efforts to collect, exploit, develop, analyze, and produce intelligence information for dissemination to key military leaders and consumers worldwide. The results of their work are used to develop targets and provide situational awareness to operations personnel and key leadership. So I saw her more as a counterintelligence agent, which would be MOS 35L or 35Y. So 35L, Army counterintelligence agents.
Break that down for those that don't know what that is.
Well, so there's different MOSs. They're military occupational specialty. Okay. Words. They'll always get me. So this would be 35L. 35 is the intelligence branch, and then there's different the different letters signify different flavor of intelligence, so to speak.
Okay. Gotcha.
So Army counterintelligence agents conduct investigations for the military branch. The investigations enable the U.S. Army to detect and counter enemy threats. Counterintelligence agents primarily deal with terrorist threats. This is why I think maybe she's kind of in that group, because of Cobra.
Yeah.
In the modern era of warfare. Supervisors depend on counterintelligence agents, 35L, to deliver essential reports on the daily activities of enemy forces as well as foreign adversaries. Additionally, Army counterintelligence agents prepare reports and files for presentation. They may provide estimates on enemy forces, like threat assessments and vulnerability trends. And not all of this last part really applies to Scarlett, but I think we're on to something. That's why I mentioned it. So I'm going to just add it to the record here.
Yeah.
Army counterintelligence, human intelligence, senior sergeants also fulfill a supervisory role in 35 series MOS. That's what we were talking about. There's different, like I said, flavors.
Okay.
In the series. So therefore, counterintelligence, human intelligence, senior sergeants, or human intelligence, senior sergeants maintain a well-oiled machine. Army human intelligence, senior sergeants, really tired of saying that, supervise the collection and development of sensitive information. Personnel. Yeah, let's try that again. That's a lot of words, but it just helps to provide a little bit of background on how this chain of intelligence works. That's probably the most dense thing. So continue on with me. I promise it'll be more entertaining after that. Intelligence is a little bit of a, but it gets more interesting. So we also see that Scarlett graduated Ranger School.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But in real life, the first women to graduate Ranger School did so in 2015.
Nice.
It was actually 2. And I totally didn't put their names in here. God, dog it. Okay. Well, that's going to be at the bottom. We're going to have their names right there. So the first women in 2015, the first women graduated from the U.S. Army Ranger School at Fort Benning, Georgia. So we have a quote. Ranger School is arguably the toughest course the U.S. Army offers. It tests mental and physical toughness in a challenging environment that deprives soldiers of food and sleep. I wanted to go to Ranger School since I heard about it when I was 18 at West Point, Greased said. That's one of them.
Hey.
It was an 8-year process for me to get into that school. I wouldn't have missed the opportunity. I tried to enjoy it while I was in. I think after about 8 hours, I was ready to get out. It was definitely not the fun experience I thought it was going to be. Definitely worthwhile, she said. Absolutely invaluable for teaching you about yourself and what you can do, what you can get through, and what you can withstand under pressure. So the other soldier, Haver, said, I would have guys from Ranger Regiment who would be there. It got to the point where they were comfortable enough to say, hey man, I didn't know you were going to be all about. I didn't know what you were going to be all about. But after spending time with you, you're all right. You're a good dude. And that's a pretty good compliment from an infantryman. So yes, pardon me. Those were the first 2 women to graduate from Ranger School. So what does this mean? That maybe Scarlett graduated and no one celebrated it in 1982.
Way back, she had to dress up like a dude.
That's right. That's right. It was a reverse Tootsie.
She
reverse Tootsie. So she also went to USMC Sniper School. Yeah, so the USMC Scout Sniper School is widely regarded in the military as the finest sniper training program. The Marines offer a tremendous program that trains eligible sniper candidates in all branches of the armed services. The few candidates who are chosen to attend the school typically represent the sum of the finest that branch of the service has to offer. Fewer still emerge scout sniper qualified. Wow. So a lot get in, not many make it.
Wow.
The Marine Scout Sniper program is a 2-month course. Students have physical training and firing range practice every day. In addition, there are games that teach the skills sniper need in the field. Classroom time is spent learning the principles of range estimating, windage, barometric pressure, and deployment and tactics. Over the 2-month course, students drill on 3 basic components of sniper training: marksmanship, observation, and stalking.
That's pretty deep.
So yeah. So don't tell her you're going to go to the mall and then go hang out with another girl, because she's seeing you from 10 football fields away with her finger on the trigger.
Ready.
Yeah. No, she ready. She also went to the Special Air Service. What is that? The SAS is a secret organization. Its members often do not tell anyone except close family that they are in it. The British Military of Defense, the MOD, rarely speaks of the SAS, and mission details are never released until much later. So not only did she train with Marines, she also trained overseas with the super secret British. They're the equivalent. Actually, they came first, I believe, before Delta military Army's Delta Force. But they're basically Delta Force before Delta Force was Delta Force. Like they're, yeah, nobody can know that they're in it. You know, they're basically somebody.
It did look like the sheets came alive.
So the badge of the organization is a winged sword of Damocles. It shows the motto, "Who dares wins." So current SAS roles include gathering intelligence behind enemy lines, intelligence, destroying targets far behind enemy lines. Well, she's a sniper, and protecting the royal family and important government members. Okay, she doesn't really do that, but maybe the government members.
Yeah.
Training special forces of other nations. Yeah, she was there. And performing counterterrorism operations. Check, 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 check.
All day.
All day. The SAS is thought of all over the world as one of the best, if not the best, special operations organizations. I even spelled organizations with an S in tribute to our British friends.
Oh, look at you. Oh, you're
I just
fancy.
copied and pasted it. This is mainly because of the intense training they are put through. The hardest part of this is the intense interrogation, questioning while under torture, which the trainees must go through. The SAS is respected worldwide and used to train many other special forces units. Several special operations units are modeled after the SAS. For example, the U.S. Army's Delta Force was founded due in large part to Charles Beckwith, U.S. Army Special Operations officer, serving as an exchange officer with the SAS. He felt the U.S. Army was vulnerable in not having a unit comparable to the SAS. Thus, Delta Force was established. So G.I. Joe is kind of a Delta Force type situation, unless you're talking about the cartoon when even little kids know you are part of G.I. Joe. Like, it's Bazooka! You're like, kid, top secret information. So I was somehow able to squeeze all her weapons onto one page that she is qualified for. And there's a lot of weapons. And every one of them they listed is real, except for the crossbow. I put a power crossbow up there, which kind of looks like it, but I couldn't find anything about an XK power crossbow. But anyways, so we've got the M14, we've got the M16, we've got the M3A1, we've got the M1911A1, we got the MAC-10, we got the M79 grenade launcher, we got throwing stars, we got the K-bar, we got the M700 Remington, we got the Garrote, and we got the crossbow.
Goodness.
And again, these are weapons that she's qualified for, but she can kill you with anything.
With anything. She just didn't have the time to go.
She was too busy
qualify for all the other weapons.
She was too busy training with other people, you know.
Yeah.
So here's the original classic packaging.
Why does she look like scared though? You know,
yeah, or she's jumping out like boo.
I
got it kind of looks like she's saying boo a little bit. Boo.
Gotcha.
But awesome picture. Not really sure exactly what that outfit is all about. But I imagine it's something that can retain, so she can retain flexibility to, karate some dudes.
Yeah, let's go with that.
She does have weapons tucked everywhere. She has a little pistol tucked in her wrist. But we'll get to that. So here's the card, front and back. Awesome art as always from the classic stuff. Nice. Oh, and all these classic images again are brought to us by 3D Joe's. 3D Joe's, if you know, you knows.
Ooh, you know.
So here's the breakdown of her accessories. So she comes with the crossbow, and that's it. But molded onto her, she's got a pistol. She's got a slingshot, Dennis the Menace style, tucked in her back pocket, which is what I interpret that to be. I don't know, maybe not, but she has a pistol. What's that?
Is that not the Garrote?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It looks just like a slingshot, though. I don't know. I don't know how a Garrote is stored. I don't know. Okay. If we're going by the Cobra Soldier's Garrote, it's different.
Okay. All right.
But no, that could be. That would make sense if that's what that were, because then she could.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call it a slingshot. I'm going to stick with slingshot until I know different.
I'll go with slingshot.
Yeah, she's got the pistol molded in her wrist, so she can do the and bam, bam, bam. She's got throwing stars on her gloves. She's got a grenade. She's got a knife molded on her side. And then she's got something on the other side of her leg that I'm going to say is explosives, but I don't exactly know what it is, but I'm sure it can kill me.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's her makeup bag.
Yeah.
Lady's still a lady.
Lady's gonna lady. That's
Lady's
right.
Gonna lady. She can kill you and be beautiful while she does it.
So here we're looking at the classified Scarlett box and art, and again, this is designed on based on the G.I. Joe Blackout video game design from a few years ago. If you haven't heard of it, neither is anybody else. It's actually, if you can get it cheap, it's fun to play. It comes on several different platforms, but it's not the new Call of Duty or anything like that. There is a game in development though that's supposed to be a AAA rated game or whatever. I don't know games, but it's supposed to be awesome.
Really?
It's yeah, I'm all there for
G.I.
that.
Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've actually got G.I. Joe writers,
Nice.
contributing information to it,
Well, stay
Go
tuned.
figure.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned. Because we'll be talking about that one day.
I expect that we will. Okay, so to get back to Miss Scarlett, I don't mean to take any attention away from her. So we've got the classified artwork on the right-hand side by Phil Notto. You can find him on Instagram at Phil Notto. I like the art a lot. You see some different facets. I like the jungle strike or desert strikes to the Scarlet in the top right corner. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish they had done that one, honestly. But then you see the karate reminiscent of, was that issue 1 where she's hitting some girl and not barely looking at her, where she's destroying
one or 2. Yeah, it was issue 1 or 2.
Girl in a tournament.
Yeah.
And then we got the I'm dissatisfied with you. Why didn't you take out the trash look? And then we've got her parachuting down onto, I believe that's an alley viper.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So when you look at this first figure in the box, she has a younger face paint style. She's got streak in her hair. That's the definite blackout style. The next one we're going to look at is the paint variation that it would appear this was paint changed due to fan backlash because they thought she kind of looked like she was 12 in this.
Okay.
With that streak, and she's got freckles, and she's just cute, but
well,
Scarlett's also, not cute.
She's also a redhead. Like they tend, they get blemishes.
No, that's all true. That's all true. But it's
You weren't having it. People were.
No, it wasn't just me. It wasn't me. I wasn't the loudest. There was a vocal group of going, no, this is not my Scarlett ever. But anyway, so there is a paint variation with the whole figure. The figure is identical. The gear is identical. It's just a different paint all the way around.
Interesting.
So let's look at that figure. So there we can see she's got a more earthy tone as opposed to here. She's got blues and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's got a little more subdued paint job here. She doesn't have the streak in her hair. I think the face looks a little bit like Cameron Diaz a little bit.
It does look like Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, it would look more like her if her bangs were sticking straight up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that
this is something about Mary. So her accessory, she has the crossbow, which is actually a 2-piece thing. You can take it apart if you want to. I don't know why you would want to, but it's a 2-piecer. She has the quiver backpack, which also has sheaths in it for 2 of her knives. And then the other knife, where does the other knife go? I think it goes in her back or something. I can't. Oh, no, it goes in the front. Right here, there's a sheath in the front of hers.
Okay.
I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see it. No, it's across her chest. There's a sheath there. So she's got knives for days.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah. And again, this is the paint variation with the more subdued coloring. I don't mind this one.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting to that next in this segment. There's just something about Scarlett. So which Scarlett are you picking? Or would you like? I'll go first. I'll go first this time. You go ahead first.
Yeah, you go first this time.
So Scarlett, whether you believe that a ranger who's trained with the Marine Sniper School and is trained with British SAS, if you believe that a soldier like that would wear a yellow leotard, then either of these are fine. But I think that the classic Scarlett is more Scarlett to me. She has the different sorts of weapons tucked in her. She's lethal every way you look at her. Now the classified Scarlett is as well. But it just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't feel, if there were other weapons on it, maybe, or came with some extra weapons, maybe a sniper rifle she could sling on her back, something like that. But I feel like the classic original Scarlett has got more lethal capability than the new classified Scarlett. I don't mind the face sculpt or anything like that. I don't even really dislike the clothes she's wearing. I just feel like the armor's a little bit chunky. You know, I don't hear her. I can hear her walking through a hallway, you know, RoboCop. And, you know, Scarlett's got some stealth, and I don't think that she would wear all that. Similar argument to our Storm Shadow episode where you know, we picked the Storm Shadow that was a little more sleek. I think it's the same with Scarlett. I think she'd be a little more sleek. While she'd probably appreciate more armor, you know, she'd have maybe a chest armor sort of thing, but the legs I think would get in her way and slow her down.
The legs do look bulky. All right. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna completely go the opposite way. I'm going with the classified.
How do I kick you off the screen?
I gotta go, and here's why. I get what you're saying, you know, about her being able to be stealthy. You know, she's the weapons capabilities, but the way I see it, if she's going to be in the front line, okay, yes, it doesn't come with the weapon, but her body armor that's more in tune to, you know, more like what I see as an agent. She has the skin tight armor around, then she has the greaves and the gun here, the shoulder. I don't know what this is there for, like that shoulder.
The red piece. It's if you look at the original figure, she's got a red thing there. It's
I thought
they're just trying to tie in the colors, you know.
That part right there is complete nonsense. I don't know what that is. But I think that's if she's going out in the field, especially if she's a SAS, you know, or have trained with them, you know, maybe that's something that she's using now. And if she's stealthy, that's why she has the crossbow. You know, that's her main weapon because she's an up close, personal, and fighter with her martial arts skills, and she has the knives. She's gonna go in and get information, so she can't really, even though she's qualified for, you know, the sniper rifle or the M16. There's a reason why she has a lot of bladed weapons and the garrote, you know, with the crossbow, which is more silent than anything else, even if you had a suppressor on. So,
but she doesn't have a slingshot.
No, but no slingshot.
Where's her slingshot? You show me. You show me that slingshot.
But that's why I'm going with that. I get what you're saying about the boots, like the knees. For me, the legs, for whatever reason, they look super robotic.
They do, and the red hints on this variant look like stockings.
Okay, yeah.
Like they're like clipped up, like that's a weird touch to.
So, I do see what you're saying there, but I would end up going back to that, you know, as a figure. Like the other one, that stuff gets bulky, even if she has that stuff, right? So if she has the grenade, she has the plastic, she has the slingshot in the back, right? She has the gun, she has the ninja stars, right? How is she stealthy with that? Because those things get jostled. You see what I'm saying? Like she has to be super careful that she doesn't drop any of that stuff, especially if she's going to be fighting and doing all of that. Like that takes a lot, you know. That's where my mentality. Maybe I was overthinking it, but you know, that's where my mind went to that.
So it sounds to me that we both agree that neither of these are really Scarlett.
I think that's the gist of it. Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's live in that world.
Well, I think we're in luck there. So there's every so often there are leaks, you know, where they give us these manufacturer code names for different figures, and there's 3 more retro figures due to come out.
Oh, sweet.
One, the placeholder names are Papa Smurf, Gargamel, and Smurfette.
Oh,
so I think a lot of the money is that they're making a retro Scarlett figure. And when that comes out, we're just gonna have to do an update episode.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
You know, unsolved mystery style. You know.
So,
but yes,
you know what? There's a first time for everything.
Yeah. Hashtag. I'm done with both these.
Yeah, like no, over.
No. None of these figures truly accurately. Either way, none of these figures really match up with that total BA in that file card. That file card is chocked full of hardcore trained soldier, sharpened to the very edge,
Ready.
ready to cut. If looks could kill, then death would be her name.
That's right.
Like, yeah, and then they give us, she's in a romper, and then this one looks like she looted RoboCop. Okay, none of these really truly match Scarlett.
Right.
I was gonna go to default to the old one because that's what I do. But
Yeah.
If you're willing to agree that neither of these match Scarlett,
yes. I agree.
in the sake of agreeing on something, I think that both these figures need to try again.
Yeah. Trash.
Yeah. Oh,
kidding.
I can see our subscriber count is just dropping. It's just like plummeting. All right.
Plummeted.
Well, there's that. So that's
sorry, guys.
Yeah. No. Hey, we're gonna update. We're gonna come back to Scarlett when they do.
We're coming back.
The onus is on them, not us. It's their fault for making toys that don't fit.
Agreed. Do not blame yourselves or us.
I can only go with the information they give me, and what they gave me is that Scarlett is like a super soldier, and none of these look like a super soldier to me
at all.
No. Well, get your kids. It's time for casting call. Oh, here's a little our Profiles Hall of Fame. It's been updated.
Yeah.
We can see we're not all classified homers, not all original series homers. And probably by the time this comes out, there'll be more figures on there that I will add in later.
There we go.
We'll see. Okay. But anyways, casting call.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I can go first. That's fine.
Okay.
So this here is my pick. Now, if you haven't seen her before,
I haven't seen her yet. There you go.
Danielle Panabaker.
Oh.
Right? Now, if you haven't seen her before, if you're trying to figure out where she's from, she played in the Flash series on the CW. She was one of the scientists, and then
yes.
And she ended up being, I think, what's her name? Killer Frost.
Yes, that's right.
So that's what she played. And
I knew I recognized, like, I can't place. Okay, all right.
So she has the background in in acting. So I just think that she has a good look. She can be funny, and she can probably kick your butt at the same time. So
okay. Well, let me ask you this: is she from Georgia?
She is from Georgia.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, she is. I stuck to the rules this time.
Right. Me too. I stuck by the rules. Okay. All right.
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
All right. Now I'm looking forward to seeing what you got.
There we go. All right. I chose Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah, I was going to choose her too.
And I actually got a picture of her holding a crossbow.
That is cool. Very cool.
You only have to know she was in Kick-Ass 1 and 2.
That's all you need to know.
She used all them weapons in that.
Yep.
Not really,
and
more or less.
And she was an Equalizer. All right. And she learned from Denzel Washington.
That's right.
How to be a bad. That's part of her training. Okay.
Right.
Yo,
that's right.
See?
Right.
Full circle. You didn't know where I was going with that, but I brought it around.
No, that's right. That's right. That's good. That's good. Yeah. There were pictures of her at firing ranges, shooting rifles.
Yeah.
Like she's the real deal. I think she likes the gun life.
I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to go with you.
Yeah. I think, well, it just depends, because I think Panabaker is probably in her 30s by now, probably, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, she's
so it just depends if you want someone who can last, 10 years worth of movies and kind of still look the same, or someone you
No
know,
disrespect to Miss Pam.
no disrespect. She's not going to look like garbage after 10 years. I don't mean that, but you could get a longer run of Scarlett stuff. You know,
Yeah,
the face can only stay like this, you know, at least another 20 years for me. So
we're blessed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
we're blessed.
It's in my Viking genes.
That's right. That's right.
Anyways, so let us know in the comments who you would pick. I think I win this one.
I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah. Well, I'm not give it to you. You earned this, sir. Like, oh, yeah, you have. Like, there you go. Oh, you can pick it.
All right. Well.
Yep. So good. I wanted to change my answer to her. Like, I was like, oh.
Right. Yeah, I'll go back and edit it, and I'll make us both say, "Hey, you got the same thing! Awesome! We're buddies for life."
It's the talking mouth.
Yeah, I'll just put a mouth over like Conan O'Brien. That's super amazing. So that's Plastic Profiles and Casting Call. Yeah. So that was a good episode. Basically, fun. We learned that Hasbro's got some work to do.
Yeah,
they haven't yet given us a Scarlett that matches that file card.
Oh,
because she is tough as nails, has the training, she has the will, she has the talent.
Yeah, she does.
And you know, we don't need any gymnastics gear. No. You know, we need a soldier that can do some soldiering.
Okay. Represent these women.
That's right. That's right. Properly. Those two officers that I forgot to put their names in the presentation.
Yeah.
That graduated Ranger School. We got to represent them better. And I totally forgot their names.
So if you, ladies, if you're watching this somehow, all right, all deference. But
yes, yeah, don't read anything to the fact that I forgot to put their names.
Yeah. But that's funny though. It's just...
matters to me so much that I forgot to put their names in it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. No, it'll be in there. You'll have seen it. You'll look at this and go, I don't even know what they're talking about. The names are there. Yeah. They'll be there.
Also, it's like, all right.
As George Lucas is my witness, they'll be there.
And no disrespect to you, ladies, but you know, we're here for Scarlett. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Scarlett, we got her. Like, we got the name.
That's right. That's right. Where's your crossbow, lady?
Yeah.
Miss Lady. Yeah. No. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the show. We had a blast making it. If you do enjoy it, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Do it.
And
do it.
If you like us, if you like the things we do, we have social medias.
Do it.
And you can find those links in the description down below.
Do it.
Yeah. I take lots of toy photography, and the Writing Dad has pearls of wisdom like you ain't never seen. So check us out. We're good folks, and we love to talk Joe and love to nerd out about lots of stuff. So check us out. And I think that's it. So, yo, Joe, everybody.
Yo, Joe, all right. Yeah, take it easy.